Recently, I shared 7 sectors that one should avoid in the 2023 bull run. Users asked which are the sectors that I am bullish on. So let me share with you 3 sectors which I think should do well in the next bull phase. Do you want to know? So let's get started. The first sector where I am bullish on is FMCG, not directly the fast moving consumer goods sector, but anything that is related to consumer as a sector. So any company which is dealing with consumers, let's say that could be FMEG as well, electrical goods. So anything that has to do with consumer should do well in India. The reason I think consumer sector should do well is because the sales growth has been coming in the past year, and because of high inflation, margins were under pressure. So stocks corrected a little bit, and now I see the inflation cooling off, and so the margins will come back, and so the stock and the shares should do well. The second sector that should do well is pharma. Pharma as a sector has not done much in the past 5-6 years, and there has been a lot of consolidation and price correction in the pharma sector. The earnings have grown. The challenges of the past, like USFDA or the pricing pressure in the US for the generics, has been cooling off. Companies has adapted to the new norms. So I think this should help pharma sector do well in the coming future. The third sector that should do well for me is chemicals. So chemical as a sector is very broad, but what I think chemicals as a sector has done is there are certain companies who are doing very good, not in terms of the pricing, but in terms of business. So what they are doing is they are developing moat around it. There are companies who are inventing the chemistries for the same product. They have a great profit margin. So companies that are, spending a lot of money in R&D, developing better processes, developing clean processes, developing green processes should do well. And chemical as a sector, I am not too sure, but there will be certain leaders that will be coming out of the chemical sector for sure. Which are the sectors that you are bullish on? Share them in comments below, and it will be interesting to discuss them.